Chris, a nice 3-0 win to start the season. Pleased with that?
Yeah, I think the result was pleasing. I don't think you're ever going to be right first game of the season. Obviously, we've only had a week and a half with the girls, which was disappointing, but it's one of them things, and I think it was a good result given those circumstances and the fact that we had a few people missing. We literally picked up 2 injuries that ruled people out of the game on Monday, so that was frustrating. But yeah, to come away with a win, a tough place. I think they'll surprise a few down there this season. That was a tough game, so to come away with a win was really important.
Yeah, and obviously you had a few players playing that position, including your player of the match. How impressive was that from you to see the girls be able to apply their trade in different positions?
Yeah, we had Hannah, who made into a right back last season, playing as a centre half. Natalie, who's a midfielder, playing centre half. We had Jaden, who's a forward, playing in midfield, and we had Gabby, who's a forward, playing in midfield as well. So it was a bit of a mixed bag, but I think I said to the girls after that sort of says a lot about their character, then that they're sort of willing to put the team first and be team oriented, which was important. And if we have that, and we can have that mentality for the season, then it'll put us in a good place. But Hannah particularly was outstanding in that position. I think she led the back line really well. I think for me it was just a case of I wanted a bit of physical presence in the back four in the middle, and Hannah did that really well, so I was really pleased for her.
Yeah, obviously it was a great performance all around, but you'll be hoping for better in the future?
Yeah, I think obviously we're still waiting for we've still got 3 or 4 players to come over. We've had a few that have come and had to go back for visa issues. We've not seen a handful of players yet in a game situation due to injuries. We've got Paulette to come back in from a suspension, so it's only going to get better. The squad's only going to get stronger, and that's where we'll get real competition for places, which is something I'm really keen for this season.
Parkview next on the horizon, last season's champions. How are you feeling about that one?
It'll be tough. I think it's always, to have them sort of big games early on is always a big ask. I think, whatever happens, if it's, if we lose the game, that's not, our chances of winning the league over. And on the flip side of that, if we win, we're not going to go on and win it. Yeah. I think the beauty of football at this level is that you never know what other people have done. We've lost players who were important to us last season, but we've now brought in a new batch that nobody really knows about yet, and I don't know what Parkview have done. I don't know who's finished their programme and who's come in, so it is a bit of the unknown. Parkview will probably start as favourites, and they had a really good result yesterday against the Middlesbrough side that on paper looks decent. So yeah, it's just another game. I think if we just focus on that one at a time and see where we go. Yeah.
Obviously, second place last season. What are your hopes and ambitions for the team for this year?
I think, like I've just said there, you never know what teams have done. So I said to the girls on Tuesday that the squad that we've got now, based on the league last season, I think we would have a really good chance of winning the league. But now, we've got more teams in the league. We've lost players, we've brought players in, and everybody else has as well. So you just don't know what it's going to look like. I think we'll start to get a feel for that for about 8 to 10 games in. You start to get an idea of where you're going to be. For me, I think the mentality for us this season, is just to be one game at a time. Maybe not to put too much pressure on ourselves. If you ask the girls would probably rightly say that they want to go and win it. I would love to win it, but I am sort of a bit cautious of what other teams have done. So for us, it's just a case of let's get on with it quietly and just go game to game.